Today I am going to talk about dirty coffee and the 10 important things to consider when making the perfect dirty coffee. Dirty coffee is probably one of the most trending coffee drinks here in Thailand at the moment. While it originated from Japan and most coffee shops, specialty, third wave coffee shops would always have a dirty coffee. So isn't it time for you to be catching up on this trending drink? What exactly is dirty coffee? In simple terms, dirty coffee is hot espresso pulled over very cold milk. And what makes it perfect? Well, when the two sensations of hot espresso and cold milk blend well beautifully, that is perfection. The coffee is strong, full body, yet extra smooth, and is balanced by the creamy cold milk when sipped slowly. Today, I'm going to show you two different cup sizes for dirty coffee. One is the smaller one, which is more manageable, and most dirty coffee are actually served in a smaller cup size. I'm using here 5 ounces. And the other one is a larger one, which is 8 ounces. There are only 2 ingredients to dirty coffee, the coffee and the milk. Let's take a look at the 10 important factors to consider when making that perfect cup of dirty coffee. Number 1 is the type of coffee beans. Now, dirty coffee is presented with the coffee on top and the milk at the bottom. So you sip the coffee before the milk. It is therefore very important that the taste of the coffee is perfect. So I would go for lighter to medium roast coffee beans. Today, I am going to use my medium roast coffee beans, single origin, 100% Arabica from the mountains in Chiang Rai, Thailand. Number 2 that you have to consider is the amount of coffee beans that you use. Number 3 is the amount of espresso or ristretto shots that you will pull from the coffee beans. Number 4, it is the grind size. I would suggest that you go finer than your espresso grind because you'd like to pull your shots a little bit longer than the regular espresso. Number 5, because you'd like to pull it a little bit longer, the temp pressure should be a little bit stronger as well. 5, 6 is the time to extract your coffee. Now, because you'd like to get that very concentrated part of your ground coffee, you'd like the time to be longer. So I would say you go from at least 30 seconds to even 50 seconds. That is perfectly fine. Next, it is time to talk about the milk. In Japan, where dirty coffee started, milk is creamy and delicious, very concentrated. Now, in this part of the world, it is not quite the same. Some shops use only plain milk, others use a combination of cream and milk. And when you talk about milk, there are also many different varieties. You've got the 2%, you've got the 3%, you've got the half cream. I use a combination of milk and cream. So I would say number 7 is the milk. Select the one which is perfect for your needs or your customer base and also what is available to you. Number 8 is the cream. So you can use heavy cream, light cream, half cream. Here, this is a non-dairy creamer. Liquid non-dairy creamer, so I can use this, but some use sweetened, some use unsweetened. It really depends on what you think tastes best with your coffee. You have to do a little bit of experiment there, which one tastes best with your dirty coffee. I find that the moment I change the brand of my cream, the taste of my dirty coffee already changes, so you have to be very careful with that. On to number 9. Number 9 is the cup size. Now, some countries, they prefer their cups to be larger. But if it is a dine-in, I would suggest that you go for the smaller cup sizes like this one. This is 5 ounces. But if it is to go or take out, then I would say that you go for the larger cups. Now, you probably would have 12 ounces cups in your shops. Then I would suggest that you use that. You don't have to fill it to the top. Dirty coffee is taken without ice, so it doesn't have to be full. So you can use your 12 ounces cups. Finally, and number 10, not to be overlooked, is the presentation of your dirty coffee. So dirty coffee is very cold milk and then freshly pulled espresso shots on top. So you must see that separation very clearly. And that top or that coffee should be very smooth and very concentrated. On to making our dirty coffee. Let's prepare our milk combination here. For the 5 ounces cup, I am going to use 90 ml of my plain milk, and to this I am going to add 30 ml of cream, Mix them together and set aside. For my 8-ounce cup, I am going to use 120 ml of fresh milk, add 50 ml of cream, mix them together, and be sure to take out the bubbly top so that when you pull your espresso shot, it will be very, very smooth. And I'm going to put them in the freezer to make them very cold. For the 5 ounces, I'm going to use the single basket, and I am going to use 13 grams of coffee beans. Now I'm going to measure 13.5 grams to allow for the retention and come out with 13 grams of fine grind coffee. And I'm going to pull 15 ml of espresso on top of my cold milk. I'm going to aim for about 35 to 40 seconds. Next, for my 8 ounces cup, I am going to use my double basket here, and I'm going to use 20 grams of coffee. And pull 25 grams of espresso out within 40 seconds. Now look at that very concentrated espresso on top of my drink. There you go, 2 cups of dirty coffee. How do you drink dirty coffee? Well, what you do is you sip it, do not mix them together. Okay, sip them slowly through the coffee on top. Wow. Now the most important thing here is how you pull your espresso shot. It shouldn't be too quick that your coffee will be sour. It shouldn't be too long that your coffee will be bitter. This one is just absolutely perfect. So as you sip this slowly, the coffee will keep going down, and you take the milk and the coffee at the same time. This is absolutely delicious. Wow, I love this. Perfect dirty coffee. If you haven't yet got plans to make this part of your menu in your coffee shops, you should start making those plans immediately after watching this video. They are very good, they are trending, they are what people are looking for these days here in Thailand, so you might as well give these a try. Let me know how they go for you. In the meantime, don't forget to click that subscribe button and stay tuned for more of these video tutorials. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.